Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee, welcome back to the channel. Beautiful September morning. I'm out here in the yard. I'm going to do a little project with the landscape rake and wanted to see if it's going to be effective in pulling some rocks out of my yard. I may have to use a combination of the bucket and the rake, but I figured the rake would probably work pretty good. I could always bring my box blade up. Maybe I'll end up having to do that, but I also don't want to get the scarifiers down too much because I think there's some lines down in this area that aren't that deep. So I don't really want to dig them out in the process. So let me show you what I got here. So guys, not much grows here in my lawn in East Tennessee. It's pretty much, no matter what you do to it, it turns into a weed fest. But I have this area at the end of my driveway project from a few years ago. There's the driveway, and then down here was the area where all the gravel had got dumped in the yard for that project, and it's never really been cleaned up, but there's a bunch of divots in it and a bunch of areas that every time I get the mower around here, I basically have to just drive around it and not do anything here. So I got some larger rocks, some smaller rocks. So I want to get this cleaned out, and I'm going to use the rake to try to scrape this out and then get rid of the debris, and then I'll bring up some fill from the bottom of my property just to stick in here, and then I'll throw some ryegrass and Kentucky 31 and maybe a little clover mix in here. But you can even see some small remnants of the gravel left over in here. So got to try to get that cleaned up. Let's see how the landscape rake does for that. Okay, I'm not sure how much field of vision that we had there, but thought I'd do a little 5-minute update. So I've been at it for 5 minutes. I got a pretty decent pile of rocks here. Certainly beats a shovel. And you could see from me doing that, at least I think you can, that there was a tremendous amount of rocks kind of getting slung at the tractor. So definitely want to be careful. Have some safety glasses on when you're doing this, but it's making progress. So you can see kind of over here, I don't know if you can, but I haven't really gone in this area yet, but it's a lot of divots in here and stuff. So it unearthed some of these huger little rocks. Like this guy here hasn't quite got pulled yet. And this guy here, I might need to get the bucket on him. But yeah, keep after it for a few more minutes and see what we end up with here. Alright guys, so this is about 15 minutes worth of raking. I lost some of my footage at the end there. My camera overheated, but I lost a tine on the last go round. So you can see over here, this is where this one had busted off. And this was one that was already bent in quite a ways from the other ones where I would have backed into a tree with it or something. So I'm not exactly sure if I can, I'll see if I can't buy one of these tines from Amazon. I would imagine they're kind of standard, just get a few extras. And I would imagine I just take this plate apart and stick it in there. But yeah, this rake, I love it. It's my favorite implement. It works great. And I'm pretty happy with the way this got most all the rocks out. Part of the footage I lost was I had scraped the pile back here and then I just dumped it off into the woods. So this is pretty much everything that I pulled out of there, and it was just a convenient way to get rid of it and throw it over the hill here. So now I'm going to go down and grab a little bit of fill to fill in a little bit of this area, but even this would be way better to start planting grass in than what I had before with it all roughed up. I ended up bringing just 2 loads of fill up to fill in some of those divots, and I just raked it out, and I think it's looking good, way better than before, and ready for some seed when time permits. It's a little too hot yet to even bother, but I'll be ready.
Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee. Thanks for watching. If you found this content helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on your right. I have other content linked for you on the left side. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.